Ja Morant. So I'm a pretty big Ja Morant fan, and when he came out of Murray State, I knew immediately the dude is going to be a fucking monster and a star in the rise to coming into the league and whatnot. So his persona, he was charismatic, super athletic, explosive, rangy. Obviously he had a questionable shot when he came out of college, but man, that dude was so athletic and a freak. So in my eyes, I was like, man, that dude's gonna be a star. And it goes to show as years go by that he's able to be that franchise leader. Like, he carried the Memphis Grizzlies grid from a nobody to a shit team to one of the best in the West. And I'm not saying they're a top team in the West, but they're able to turn that franchise around and draft a couple of people and pick up a couple of people and use the pieces that they had, and they turn into a very respectable team. And I just feel like Ja Morant, man, it's heartbreaking in Ja Morant's caliber and his stature, like, go through the way he's going through right now. And the poor choices that he made, yes. It sucks that he put himself like that. Social media is such a it is a heaven sent, and it is your demise. Social media can ruin your career and with a blink of an eye. And we all know Ja Morant made a poor choice of being in the club, drinking and flashing his gun. I don't know what the point of that was. I don't know if he was making threats and whatever the case may be. I don't think he meant to do that. I think he just meant to be like, oh, I have this in my hand. Maybe he was drunk, who knows. But I feel like people are misjudging him right now. I feel like I'm not sticking up for Ja Morant. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying I don't condone any gun violence or condone anything that he has done. And it's upsetting to see him lately in the spotlight with saying that his friends, his group of people were flashing the weapons supposedly on the Pacers staff, and getting into it with the mall security guard because of an incident apparently where Ja Morant had hosted some kind of pickup game in his house, and a bunch of people came, and he got into it with a teenager, and apparently he assaulted him, and next thing he goes into his house, brings a gun in his pocket, and I guess he threatened him with the firearm, and he's a 17-year-old is finally speaking out, and I believe the NBA did their investigation and everything, and found nothing happened, and all the stories couldn't be corroborated, and there was no substantial evidence of what occurred, so they just tossed it. Ja Morant knows who he is. I guess you could say a burden on his shoulder. I mean, he is a superstar, and he's being watched every day. Kids are looking up to him. He is basically the franchise. He's the figure, the image of the Memphis Grizzlies, and being that young carries a load, and you never know what someone's going through. Paul Pierce said it best. Paul Pierce said a quote where you guys don't know what he's going through, and it's not saying that he condones Ja Morant's actions. It's just that you have no idea what he's going through. Mentally speaking, like, I think he finally realized that he needs help. So I applaud him for saying, oh my God, I fucked up. I need some help. And it's a mental thing. Like, we've all fucked up. We're not perfect. I'm not saying like I said, I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm just saying we're not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all fuck up. We're all human. And I feel like the world is asking for him to get released or, cut or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not gonna happen. Unless he did something absolutely crazy or kill somebody that we don't know of, or there are other allegations that are coming out, whatever the case may be. If he indeed broke a law in Colorado, and I believe the Colorado law is that it's an open carry kind of state, so he didn't break a law based upon that, but it is illegal to be carrying a firearm while you're intoxicated. So I think the Colorado police are investigating that aspect of what fucked up things going on right now. There are a lot of things that are happening among us. I feel like this one incident shouldn't shouldn't portray who John Morant is. And I feel like he understands that. He doesn't want to let any of his fans down. There are a lot of young fans who look up to him. There are a lot of people that want to be him. There are high school players right now currently who look up to him right now as we speak. And I just want people to know that don't be disappointed. Let this be a lesson learned. Like, don't do what he did. If you go to the pros, if you're in the market to be drafted, make smart decisions. You're a young guy, right? You want to have a stellar career. You don't want to throw away your career over something stupid. And like I said, social media is a platform that can be used in the right state of mind and for you to grow and to be a role model. Or a platform can destroy you and be your demise. Your career can end in a snap of a finger. There are many athletes who have lost their career because of the shit they did on social media. Example, Damon Arnett, who played for the Las Vegas Raiders, drafted 18th or 19th overall in the first round by the Las Vegas Raiders, played cornerback. Dumbass, like, he wasn't even the greatest cornerback. Like, he sucked. He was going to be released anyways, but they didn't release him yet. But the fact is that when he got released, he had opportunities to get picked up by teams on waivers and whatnot. And I believe the Chiefs picked him up at one point, but he released a dumbass Instagram video of flashing his weapon, threatening somebody on Instagram Live, and that just destroyed his career. Like, there are things that you got to do. And I hope that a lot of young athletes who are coming out who have the God-given ability to play in the league or any pro league, like, be smart with your decision. Hold your composure, be a leader. Maturation is a process. Like, if you have the maturation process going on in the early stages of your life, you have a long career ahead of you. And if you want to leave your own legacy, you can't be doing some dumbass shit like this. So I hope John Morant continues to get the help that he gets. I hope the Memphis Grizzlies can find some compassion and some common ground and see where this is coming from. And then the two of them can come to agreement, and maybe the two sides can forget about this and just play ball the remaining second half of the season and figure out a way to set each other for success so they can compete in the playoffs. Playoffs are around the corner, and I feel like John Morant failed the team by doing some dumb shit like this. I mean, your team was in play to be a 3 or a 4 seed. Once upon a time, the 2 seed. Even the 1 seed before they just started losing games out of nowhere. So, like I said, anyone that's in the league right now, anyone that's young, or anyone that's going to be drafted in the NFL draft, and those who got drafted in the NBA recently, like, you guys are young as fuck. Like, don't fuck this up. So let's just, as a fan, I just want to say, I just hope John Morant's okay. Hats off to John Morant. I know you got some help, man. And maybe this is a process where you can mature and a lesson learned going forward. And if anything happens again, and if any further allegations or Colorado police deem it as a criminal act, shit's going to hit the fan. So let's see what happens. But all you Memphis Grizzlies fans, hang in there. Your team is still great. I love Desmond Bane. Dude is an absolute fucking monster. So y'all got some pieces and athletes who can carry you guys to the playoffs. Don't think that you are out just because of one player. But John Morant's a huge piece, but you got a young guard like Tyus Jones as well. Show some love to John Morant. I mean, he deserves some love despite the fact that the actions that he committed were wrong. He's already demoralized. You can't beat a dead horse. I feel like people are just going to continue to harass him and talk shit and make him feel even worse. Don't beat a dead horse. So do me a favor. Like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do me a favor and support your boy and hit that subscribe button. Dano Talks, please. As I continue to talk about a variety of things, if you guys want to talk about something, give me some opinions, give me some ideas. I'm going to figure all this out. We're going to continue this crazy ass journey and we're going to move forward. So until next time, have a blessed day.